There is a standard definition of a community health worker from the American Public Health Association, but what a community health worker really means to me is really they are the trusted messengers and members of the communities where they live, they work, they serve, and they relate to.
The difference between, I think, a typical healthcare provider and a community health worker is that a community health worker is really part of the community. It's peer-to-peer interactions. People will stop us, mid-sentence. We're just kind of doing our job, and then they tell us, I just want you to know the work that you're doing is amazing, and we forget that we're impacting people's lives in a positive way.
Community health workers are not just one person. It takes a team. It really does.
Part of a community health worker is that we build that trust. I know my client's life. I know their background, I know their abilities, and I help them fill in the gaps.
A typical day for a community health worker, for me, it's never the same every day, and that's kind of why I love it. So there's times where I'm doing outreach where I'm actually going to people's homes, meeting up with people, and then there's other times where I'm doing lots of spreadsheets.
Being a community health worker is being that small but big voice for those that don't have it for themselves.
I think community health workers see some of the barriers or gaps in the community or the people in the community that they're serving, and they spend the time, energy, and mental strength to try to figure out how to solve or alleviate that.
Community health workers come in all shapes and sizes and forms, and so just basically giving back to your community what's being put into you. I believe that's what it means to be a community health worker.
For all those that are interested in becoming a community health worker, I've heard and I've shared with people, just get out there in your community.
Anybody can be a community health worker. You don't have to have degrees, you don't have to have all this education. Your lived experience is valid and it's needed, and your voice is needed.